Hello, my name is Martin Riley and I'm the Conservative candidate for Stalybridge and Hyde in the forthcoming general election. I'd like to talk to you today about opportunities, because in this election there's a real choice between opportunities for the future on a solid base of economic growth and success, or actually going back to the dark days of the 1970s when there was no solid foundation for growth and no optimism. Now, I've always believed that the glass is half full, that opportunities are out there, you just have to seize them, and you need the right attitude in order to do so. You also need leadership. Anything can be achieved with leadership and a good team, and a team that has people with different views, coming from different cultures and different outlooks. I've always practiced this in my career and in my business life, and I would do this in politics. But you also have to have trust. You have to believe that people can deliver what they promise. And you need to look at their track record. You can't just take it on their word. If you look at Conservative governments in the past, they have built strong economies. They have delivered on what they said they would do. Look at the chaos that was 5 years ago after the last Labour government. Economically, we had the biggest deficit in peacetime. That has been reduced now by 50%. Still some way to go, but it's an important first step. Because if we don't reduce the deficit, all we are doing is asking future generations to pay off the interest. We already have to pay more than the entire education budget and interest payments. If the deficit doesn't come down, we're leaving our children with more and more debt. Look also at the number of new jobs that have been created in 5 years. 2 million new jobs. That is more than all other European countries put together. And at every stage, the Labour Party said the policies that the Conservative coalition have introduced would lead to more unemployment. Also look at what this government has done for ordinary taxpayers. 26 million people will now be paying less tax as a result of the government increasing the threshold at which tax has to be paid. And this will go up even further if the Conservatives are re-elected for another 5 years. So this is a very strong basis on which to now build opportunities. We have a clear plan, we have a clear direction. Other countries in the world recognise this and respect us for it. From President Obama, who said to David Cameron, "You've got to be doing something right to have these results," to other countries of Europe who look enviously at our record. We know we're doing well. Why change that now? Because opportunities will come in the next 5 years as a result of this strong economy. Just to give you a couple of examples, the National Health Service is a fantastic institution that we're all very proud of. It needs support. Indeed, it's had support, £7 billion more over the life of the Parliament. And it's going to get £8 billion more in the next Parliament as a Conservative pledge. We have to help those hard-working medical professionals, doctors, nurses, midwives, all the staff that work so hard in our hospitals, by letting them know the money will be there when it's needed. One of the reasons for the pressures is that we're all living longer. This is something to be celebrated. We're able to enjoy life and a healthy life for much longer than previous generations. But we have to make provision for that in our National Health Service. Also, look at, for example, France as an example. France is a country I know well. I have worked there. 3 years ago, the socialist government came in, introduced very similar policies to those being proposed by the Labour Party and in particular by Ed Miliband, who thinks Mr. Hollande has done a very good job. But that has led to a doubling of unemployment. The level of unemployment in France is now more than double that in the United Kingdom, and for youth unemployment it's even more. It's led to high taxes for everybody because they attacked business and they attacked the wealthy, many of whom left, which simply meant ordinary people had to pay more taxes to pay for the public services. We don't want that here. And one of the great opportunities we can seize in Stalybridge and Hyde and in Manchester is the initiative by George Osborne, working closely with the leaders of Manchester City Council to build the Northern Powerhouse. This is about devolution of specific services such as health, but also investing heavily in transport and infrastructure and in the economy in order to encourage businesses, entrepreneurs, start-up companies to come to Manchester and take advantage of what this great region has to offer. I want to be part of that. I want Stalybridge and Hyde to be part of that and to get its fair share of these new added value jobs and jobs that can be motivating to our younger people in the burgeoning high-tech sector. So what I'm saying to you today is if you vote for me, we're going to look forward. We're going to seize opportunities. We're going to take advantage of what's happening in Manchester and the rest of the country. And we're going to ensure that our growing economy works for everybody in the country and for people here. So please, let's vote for the future and future opportunities. Let's not vote to go backwards. And let's not vote for chaos. Thank you.